What if I told you that age is just a number? That after tearing an Achilles at 25, deciding to become gluten intolerant at 27, and buying a house at age 29 make him an early qualifier for Social Security? What if I told you that in efforts to feel young again, he picks up the phone and attempts to make any transaction that he can? That phrases, "I'm doing you a favor and I'm taking all the risk here," lead to him getting away with robbery? What if I told you that he's always got an offer for you? 30 stories, 30 filmmakers, 30 years. MFL's 30 for 30, The Salesman, directed by Sheridan Scala.
Brandon picked the most games right in Week 10, and now we have a 5-way tie for first place. The power rankings heading into Week 11 looking even more skewed, with the top 3 teams ranked outside of the top 4 in the power rankings, with Chalupa Batman and Dr. Cuddy, who currently lead their divisions, while still look like they should qualify for playoffs, certainly aren't looking like the top teams. Meanwhile, the rest of the country division looking better in the power rankings and an average weekly rank, but when it matters, the San Diego boys beat them head-to-head 16-14 this season.
Alright, shit, about to break it down one time. We got the process schwacking off with Rich Homie Saquon's this week. And this happened to be. I mean, Rich Homie Saquon's looking nice as fuck across the board. Legendary as fuck, as always. Squad's looking nice on paper. Just having a fucking tough go when it comes to the actual games on Sunday. Shit. 5-5, looking rough. But playing the process, you've got Zach Ertz, who's got himself. But also starting Dalvin Cook, who's got glass for knees. So, like, I'm sorry, boy. Love you, Lando, but this is how it's going to be. Rich Homie Saquon's 117. The process, 86. Peace.
Sherry Trey Sport here checking in for this Week 11 matchup between the 8-2 Dummy Tough and 7-3 Dr. Cuddy, and what may come down to be a more important game for Dr. Cuddy in this playoff push. They are trading blows between big name Aaron Jones and Devonta Adams on this Thursday night football game. And in what may come down to be a crucial mistake for Ron is playing Marquez Valdez-Scantling, who has put up 0 points thus far. I think this game comes down to a simple person, and that's Mitch Trubisky for Dummy Tough. If he turns out to be a bag of crackers versus this Minnesota Vikings defense on Sunday night, I don't think he's going to have enough firepower to overtake Dr. Cuddy.
Yo, DZ here, reviewing the Will v. Brandon game. So right now, I think this game is going to be a blowout. Leonard Fournette is fully rested, and Tyreek Hill playing on the highest scoring game of the week, KCS. They going off. Best dude on Brandon's team is Amari Cooper, and he's a fucking bag of crackers with Dak Prescott thrown to him. So I'm going Will here. That's it.
What's going on, guys? We've got Chalupa here for this week's Gimme Game Breakdown. First, we've got Sheridan and Ryan. Sheridan's coming into this match with the highest projected score in the whole league, while Ryan is complete opposite at the lowest. Blitz All Night is counting on his steak and ketchup eating psychopath to stay hot and hoping for another huge week from McCaffrey. Ryan's hoping for Braden Crowell to still suit up on a bye week and maybe get him some points. It's a bold strategy, so I'm going to have to take Blitz All Night in this one.
In this matchup, we have Chalupa Batman versus the Red Shirt roster. This one has all the makings of a 1 versus 16 seed matchup in the NCAA tournament. Drew Brees and Alvin Kamara are going to combine for 50 total points, and that Markingham trade still hurts. Still hurts. Yeah, it does. But I'm not sure how we have Marvin Bagley as a kicker. Not sure about the cross-sport functionality there or if he's even eligible to play in the NFL. But this one, Chalupa rolls big, at least by 35 to 40 points.
Playoffs on the line when TD faces off against K-Mish in this week's Game of the Week.
What up, fellas? The original champ checking in. On my way to Hawaii at the Nick Pillow. Shout out to B-Rad. Figured I'd stop in real quick, give my 2 cents on the Game of the Week. Taylor and Kevin. If both could lose, that would be great. But apparently one guy's got to win. It's going to be a battle. Knockdown, drag out. We both made some questionable decisions this year, but here you are. I'm going to have to go with, it pains me to say this, the K-Mish on this one. TD's running back. I mean, it's whatever the dude from the Raiders, Doug Martin. Come on now. Todd Gurley, going to take it to the ship. He's going to get Kevin over the edge. That's it.
A.K.A. Big Body Shotty, A.K.A. Just Win Maybe, also known as Mr. Steelio Inflatable Girly. Man, I'm not a fantasy expert, so let's be real. My team's 2-8. I have no business giving any advice other than real life advice. And I learned a valuable lesson this year, and it was with you guys. You know, things were fucking great. I was on top of the world. I went down to Austin, Texas. Shout out my guy Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm hanging out with all my buds, drinking beers, you know, getting phone numbers from cute little waitresses at Topgolf, you know, watching Ron, you know, pretend like he knows how to play golf. Ron, that's not a shot at you. I'm not being mean. Please don't take this personally. I'm gonna miss you next year. Yeah, things are going great. Fucking Kyle's battling through adversity. You know, we're all having a good time. I drafted a team of all Raiders, and you know, people are handing out tequila shots. Thank you, Ron. Yeah, dude, shit's going great. And then all of a sudden, you know, my life starts to go south, and it's because I got selfish. I tried to steal a little souvenir from somebody that did nothing but good things to us. And that's when I think it all started to go downhill. I traded Thielen, who it turns out he's pretty good at football. Maybe shouldn't have traded him. Turns out James Conner is actually a real running back. And I believe Sheridan told me to draft him at one point from the little iPad. And then I still traded him for a fucking bag of crackers. That was a bad move. And then it turns out my team's just awful. And I had to do something to turn all of this around. So I had a real deep thinking session after, you know, smoking a couple Oakland toothpicks. And I sent an email to Airbnb, not our Airbnb, but just a random one. And it just said, sorry, that's it. And a couple weeks later, you know, I think Ric Flair once said, to be the man, you gotta beat the man. And fucking hey, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, it's a fucking sausage fest. Just gentlemen here. Dude, I'm the man now. I mean, I've only been sending out positive vibes. I said sorry for stealing this cool little cup and being weird. And dude, I won a game for the first time since Nam made sex. Like, dude, life's good. So just be nice. You know, no more being mean. No more kicking people out of the league. Like, everybody just fucking love everybody. It's so easy. And yeah, anywho, Sherry, good luck this week. And I hope you do great. And I really hope your team brings it. And you know, Ronald, I hope your team doesn't fold. That's all I got to say about that.